Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create or add a custom 2FA authentication in your application. Yes, and implementing a custom or implementing a 2FA authentication in your application can be done in different ways. You can either use a third-party library to do that. For example, you can use a Google Authenticator to achieve such functionality in your application. But today, I'm going to show you how to do a custom 2FA authentication in your application in a simple way. Okay, by this, you have a full control of the logic. But if you are using a third party, you don't have full control over the logic. I mean, over the code. Okay, you cannot control how it behave or what happen and all that. Although third party is also good, but doing a custom 2FA authentication give you ability to have full control over the code. So you decide how the flow will look like, you decide how the logic is going to look like. Okay, as you can see on my screen right now, I have already designed the UI, so I don't want the video to be too long. So I created the UI so to make the video very short. So do you know in 2022 there's over 80% of data breaches were caused by weak or stolen password. So that is reason why 2FA authentication is very important in your application. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to implement a custom 2FA authentication in your application, a step-by-step guide. All right. So without wasting much of time, let's get started. So I'm going to show you an example of a 2FA authentication that we are going to be implementing in this video. For example, as you can see on my screen, I'm going to log into my Hostinger account, and then logging to Hostinger have different functionality of logging in. You can log in whether using any of these third party. You can log whether Google, Facebook, or GitHub. You can also log in with their custom login functionality which they implemented right here, as you can see on my screen. So I'm going to log in with my email. So I'll choose my email ID that I'm going to log in with. Right. So after I click it, now you see what it's showing me, two-factor authentication. So if I did not enter this code right here, I cannot access my account. So this is what you're going to be implementing. This is what I'm going to show you how to implement in your application. Just a simple 2FA authentication in your application. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to the code and start coding. So let me show you the code that I received. I'm going to my email, check it. You see, Hostinger sent me the code to my email, which I'm going to use to log in. So I'm going back. I'm going to enter it. So if I enter wrong number, I click verify. It will show that invalid code enter. So now I'm going to enter the right one. So I click verify. Voila, I'm now in my home page. Yes, very simple logic. So that's what I'm going to do on this video, and I believe after this video you will know how to do such functionality in your application. It's very simple, and a step-by-step guide I'm going to take you through. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and also share. Thank you very much. So let's go to the code board. Right here on my screen, I open the project on my text editor. I'm using Visual Studio. You can use any text editor of your choice, and I'm going to put the screen below. To get this UI, you can download it, or you can create your own UI. It depends. So this is the index page, just as you can see right here, the index page. You can name it any name you want. Then I'm going to have the authentication page. So let me show you the authentication page, how it go look like the UI. I'm going to say authenticate. So this is the authentication page, just as you see earlier before on the hosting interface. So this is the authentication page on our project we are working on right now. So the next is the home page. So this is going to be the home page, the UI I just designed. So let me show you the UI of the home page. This is the home page. You can see we can access it right now, right? Yeah, we can access it. But by the time we start implementing the code, you cannot access anymore until you go through the normal process. Okay, so this is it. So let's go back to our index page. So here, when the user comes to your interface or to your application, first and foremost, you're going to enter their email and their password to check if the tools or information they supply is correct. Then if it's correct, you now have to confirm if the actual owner of the account by sending them an OTP to their email and email account. So they have to go to their email and pick that OTP and come to verify before they will be able to have access to their account. Okay guys, so just follow along as we type. So from that, so I'm in my index page. So open the index page, then I type along. First and foremost, I'm going to declare session. In this training, I'm going to use session, or you can also use cookie. Depends whatever you want to use. But for this training, I'm using session. So the session, we're going to use session to store some variable so that we're able to access it and compare whatever users have entered. So I'm going to use session to start. I'm going to declare just one variable to catch error and display the error to the user. To indicate the user enter wrong information, so we want to display invalid message to the user. So just a variable we declare to handle our error or any message I want to display to the user. So next, I'm going to check if the user posts any information before we can access whatever the user have sent as input. Okay, so here I'm going to put the name of our input button. Don't forget to give your inputs a name. So the email ID need to have a name. I'm going to say name. Name we are going to use now. What do you think we can use? I'm going to say user email ID also. Can use that email ID. So I just say user name email. So I'm going to get the password. Input name also. So I'm also going to use user underscore password. Right. So this is the signing button. Let me show you this particular button right here. So this is the button, and this is the name we are giving to the button. This name. So this is the name we are checking up here. Right here, we are checking up here. Okay. We are checking to know if the user click on the button or not. So if the user click on the button, then we are going to get the information that the user sent. We are declaring a variable, let's say user email will be equals to post. Whatever the user has posted. Okay. Yeah, so the next is to check for the password, user pass is equals to post user. For here, this is the name we give our input, so that name will be here. And the password, what thing do you give to the password? This is the name. Put the name here, put it right here. So the next, so let's just give some comments. We are getting alright. So that's what we are doing right there. The next we are going to compare to see, we are going to check, therefore check if the user enter any input or not. So I'm going to use PHP function called empty or password is empty. What we are doing here, we are checking if the user enter a value on this input, if they enter value on this input. So if they did not enter value, I'm going to let the user know that if you have not entered value on those inputs, which is the email and the password. So from here, I will call our initial variable that will declare here, which is display message. Okay, and we'll say display message equals to. So whatever message I want to display to the user, you cannot put this here. Alright. So in our case, I would like us to display an alert message to the user so that they will be able to see the message on the UI. Somewhere we want to show you somewhere right here. So what we can do, we can go to Bootstrap alert and use any of the Bootstrap alert that you like to use, but for warning or error, we are going to use the danger. So go and copy the danger. We'll go this way, just copy the danger right this way. So go back to our code. We'll change this to a single quote. Paste the code right here. Good. So we just write, say please enter your email ID, email address, and password. Alright. So to display this message, we'll go to, I think I'm going to display, let's go to our UI. I'm going to display below this content. So just go here. Good. This is how we are going to do it. Alright. So that bit side, so let's give it a try. Let's check if our implementation is working. So I'm going to click on sign in. Wow, it's working. Great, it's working. Now it says please enter your email address and password. Right, it's working. That's good. So that means we are making progress, isn't it? Yeah. So the next we are going to do is to check what user needed user enter and what password the user enter. But in this case, our username and password, we are going to use a constant variable for it. Okay, but in our next video, I'm going to show you how you can connect it to database to check whatever in database. For this, we are using a constant variable, but you can connect it to your database and compare. All right. Okay. So I'm going to say if the user name, the user email, we are using user email here. The user email equals, or let me put this email to check. Or let me just grab it so that I don't make a mistake on the email. Right. And we use mobile person to compare, and we use the default password. So that our default password that we are using for this purpose. So what I'm doing here now is we are checking the value that user enter, which is the email that user enter, if it is equals to this, and the password that user enter if it is equals to this. Okay, good. So if they are the same, if it is correct, what we are going to do now, we are going to generate a code that we are going to send to user email account that are going to use to authenticate on the next page. Okay, so to do that, we are generating just a random digit number. They will also attach maybe a string to it to make it unique. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to creating a variable to hold the generated random number that we are sending to user email. Here is 4 digits, or can use 6, depends. Let me use 6, 2, 4, 6. Oh, good. All right. We use 6. Then next we'll do create a variable to assign a number again. This time I'm going to say the generated code plus 1. So what I'm doing now is that whatever code is the system generates, I want to add 1 to it again. So just to kind of remove some loophole in the code, so that I'm trying to add 1 to it. Then after that, I'm going to add a string to whatever we have generated. I'm going to say ch dot mason sas. Yeah, that's it. So lastly, I'm going to say verify code equals final code. Use. So this final code is what I'm going to be sending to user email accounts that I'm going to use to authenticate and then log in. Okay. So if this is good, next let's show message to see if what you did is working or not. Let me just copy this. So I'm going to enter this code here. Just follow along as I do. Remember that. So let's save, let's give it a try, let's check it if it's working. So first let me copy the email ID so that I made a mistake. So I'm going to refresh the page. Right, it's working. You can see it. Your account verification code is this. So this code we are sending it to the user email. So the user is going to see right here, just as I showed the previous example on a Hostinger. So when I click on login, I can't see any code, but they send to my email. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to send it to user email account. Okay. So next step that we're doing is holding or storing this verification code in a session, so we can compare it in the next page. We're going to say session. So like I said, you can use cookie, depends what you prefer. But I'm using a session for this purpose. I'm going to say to FA, give the variable that we're going to use to check whatever user entered. So equals verification code. So we are passing to this variable right here. We are getting this code which will display here. You can see it on our screen right here. So we are assigning to session. Okay, so we pass it to session. Then also we are going to also declare another session for user ID. And say auth ID now the request user email. So also you make use of the user ID. Okay, so just take a look. You can pause the video and check it step by step, because the way we did right here is very simple, it's not difficult. So I'm saving. So I'll go back and refresh the page and log in here. I'm entering the password. Remember the password is 1 to 5. You can change, can use your personal password depending on what you want. You can click on login. Now you are given an email code. You can see it's a random code. Okay, so it's working as you can see right now. So what we have done so far is this. We created a session. We'll create a variable to hold our notification or our error message or success message. Then we check if user has submitted the form. If they click on submit button, that's why we use this if set, which is this post. They will grab whatever user have entered into the input box. They will check if those details is empty or not. If it's empty, we'll display error message to user, please enter some value. If it's not empty, they will not check if whatever they enter is the same to what we have right here, which the same as compare from database. Don't worry, in our next video I'm going to show you how to compare from database direct. If you don't know how to do that for now, but just follow along and understand what you're trying to do here. Then if this is correct, they will generate the OTP that we are sending to the user email to authenticate the user if this is the real person that's trying to log in. So here we will display the success message if everything from this blog is successful. So display the user display the notification to the screen here, just for us to see if it's working or not. Okay, but after we finish, we are not going to display this again. All right, so after this, we are going to send the email to the user. So here we are going to send sending email to the user. But to send email to the user, we need some variable. That is 2. Okay, we need 2. Let's declare empty string. Then we need subjects. We need subjects, so let's declare empty string for now. Then we need the email body, the body of the email. Let's declare empty string for now. Then we also need the email headers. The email header and many more. Okay, so I think that's it. I think the video is going a little bit lengthy for now. Okay, let's continue. Let's just continue. So let's create the email. We'll create the header very fast. And create empty string right here. Now better still, think I'm just let me drag it to make to be fast. Before this, rather, what we can even do is this. So before this, you can even simply write here if everything is okay. That's be alright. We can simply redirect the user to the page that you want the user to go to, which is the authentication page. You can just say header to redirect. We use the word header in PHP. We use location. Okay. Then where do you want to redirect the user to? Right, the page is authenticate plus PHP. Use authenticate.php. So let's give it a try again. Let's test it one more time. Yeah, so we are in. It's working. So it redirected to the authentication page. So it's showing authentication code. So once you enter the code here to verify you. But right now we have not coded this page. Okay. So what we have done, let me go back again. What we have done in this page we have worked on right now, the index page. As you can see on the screen, we have slowly done our work on this page right now. So I'm redirecting us to this authenticate page, and which you can also access this authenticate page like this. You can access it like this. Okay. So the next step we are going to do now is to go to the authenticate page. Then we are going to do some do some implementation on this page to check if the user actually entered information or not. That's what we are going to do right now. PHP tag. Go to this page to waste more time. Let's copy this part so we are going to use it here also. Yes. Then we will create. We want to check if session exists. So if not set, we are using if not set. As you say, we want to check if the session is not set. Alright, so what we're doing here now is we are checking if the session is set. Sorry, I think there's missing there. Alright, correct. Oh shit. Yeah. So we are checking if the session is set, which is what we declare here. Is what to declare here this session. Checking it in this page. So if it is not set, then user cannot access this page anymore. So that means to say the user have to log in first before they can be directed to this page. Okay, let's check it out one more time. Now it's already set. Let me go back. Okay, the section already exists, so that's why we can be redirected to this page. But if you try in a different browser, it might not work. Okay, so let's check a different browser and see. And we can just place. You can see it's taking us back, so we cannot access anymore. So that page is protected already until user login before that page can be accessed, or the page can be accessible. Alright, so let's go back. So yeah, so the next thing is let's show this code that the session is holding for us to be sure that okay, we are passing the right information. And we'll display it here so you can see it. I'll display it here so you can see it. So for the session we are displaying in this session. Right. So let's log in again. Let me grab the email ID. Let me log in. You can see right here. So the code is here. That is to say our implementation is working. Okay, so once you enter the code here, it will authenticate you. And you want to be fast, so the same for variable we have right here, display. Okay, we already have that display there, so we're doing this. So we have a new variable here called authorize. Then we'll go, so the input tree, which is this, so I need to give it a name. So I'll give my own is 2FA equals, so you can give any name that you like. So the next we are going to do right here is to also check just at what we did here. So let me just grab this to make it to be fast. But I don't want the video to be too long. Just come here. I don't want it to be too long. So one more thing to do. Let me just grab this and duplicate it. Here and just say FAQ receive. And will be this name. FAQ receive. I will say value. And say echo. So the code showing right there in the info field, but I'm going to disable that. Let's leave it for now, so you're able to know if you are passing the right code or not. Alright, but in your own, you disable it when you are playing to the server. So I'm leaving there because I wanted to know if you are passing the right code or not. Okay, in real time, it will go to user email direct. So the next we are going to do now, you need to check whatever user enter from this place. And then our input button, give this a name. Then we got the submit button name. So I'm so good to same thing likewise we did before. So I just grab information here and you just want to be fast. So here we will change the variable here to this. This is what the user is sending. We put it here. And this is the code that we receive. We put it here. So user code. We'll say user code. We'll say user code. User code receive. Yeah. So the same thing, we also need to check if the user enter any input or not. I'll only check it for one at this point. When I check for the other one, say please enter the code sent to your email address. Okay. So to test this functionality, what we need to do, we need to disable this required here. So we could test if it's working or not. Let's test it if it's working or not. So I'm not going to enter any code in this place. Let me click on verify. Okay. The notification did not show. So let me show you the reason why it did not show, because we did not display it. Should I display it in the error message right here? Okay, so this time to show now. Alright, see it's working out. Please enter the code sent to your email address. You can see it. So that is working right there. Good. So the next you are going to do now is to check if the code the user entered is the same thing as what was sent to the user's email account. Let me just grab this place also. I'll just come here and grab this. So the same thing I'm going to do. Let me say if user code. If user code not equal to code receive, we actually make this. So if user code is not equal to the code received, that this code received code was sent to user email, we will say invalid code entered. Try again. So let's check it if it's working. So now this is our code. Let's put it and do API. Click on it, say valid code entered. And better still, I just go and do it from the beginning to see. I'll grab the email ID. Yeah, so now this is my code. I'll put one code and see what happens. So valid code entered. Right. Let's go back to the authenticate page. So if we enter the right code, what happened? We'll now say S if user code is equals to as the code that was sent to user email. We are going to display a success message. Come here, say accounts authenticated successfully. So we go to success. Yeah. So let's try it. Right. Great. So our code is working perfectly. So you can see it say account authenticated successfully. So at this point, what we're going to do is when the code user enter is correct, they will have to redirect user to the home page, just as you saw earlier when I show you the host danger login functionality. So the logic which is implemented there, exactly what we are implementing here right now. You can see the steps that we are following. So we'll come here, we'll add our code to check everything, and it was fine perfectly. We'll come here to check if the code is correct or not, and if it is correct, it's working perfectly. So that's it, guys. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to now implement the email functionality to that, so that you can send the code to the user email directly. So you usually need to go to email to copy the code and now come and put it on this page. Then after we have authenticated, just like what we did here, after I've authenticated and it's correct, then they will now be added to their home page. At this point is where what we have done. Our logic is working as expected, and it's telling us that account is authenticated successfully. So in the next page, we're going to show you how to now redirect user to the home page.